What's the word, Live Life fam? It's your favorite play cousin, Live Life 815, coming at y'all on this beautiful Sunday afternoon with another video. Y'all read the title, right? Today, we talking the post-credit scene from Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. But before I get into that thing, before we had this discussion on what that may mean for the future of the MCU and what that means for everything over there at Sony, if y'all haven't, make sure y'all hit subscribe for your boy. Hit that like button to help get me in the algorithm. It really help out the channel, y'all. I appreciate it. Let's get into this thing. So as I let y'all know in my spoiler review of Venom Let There Be Carnage, at the end of the movie, Carnage did meet his defeat. After Venom ate your boy Carnage, they was fugitives and they was on the run, so it was no way they was gonna stay in San Francisco, you feel me? So that's why at the end of the movie, Eddie Brock and Venom, they on the beach somewhere and they chilling. Venom got his feet, his crusty toes, they kind of look like mine. He had them all in the sand, and you know, it was a nice fade to black. That's how the movie went off. But we here to talk about that post-credit scene though. What that post-credit scene mean for the future of the MCU? Can we see a Venom versus Spider-Man fairly soon? I believe so. Here's why. So as y'all know, spoilers, just in case y'all haven't seen Venom Let There Be Carnage. In the post-credit scene, Venom reminds Eddie that his consciousness is a part of a much larger symbiote hive mind. This means not only is Venom's consciousness connected to this hive mind, but he also let Eddie Brock in on the fact that he had over 200 billion light years of knowledge that spans across millions of universes. So what does this mean, you might ask? Simply being put, this means that the symbiotes have a shared knowledge throughout the vast variety of universes. For example, our Venom that we've been watching this whole time, Venom that came out in 2018, Venom Let There Be Carnage, this Venom has knowledge of Spider-Man and Venom's encounter in Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3, that was really Sony's Spider-Man 3. You know they took over. Y'all know the story. We know the room starts to change. The older TV turned into the flat screen. It looked like they traveling interdimensions, y'all. They going through the multiverse. And then J. Jonah Jameson appears on screen and outs Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man. Venom's dialogue is very, very important. Spider-Man comes on the screen. Eddie then transforms into Venom, walked up to the screen slowly and said, "That guy." He knows, hear me out, Live Life fam. He knows who Spider-Man is. I'm pretty sure that Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3 is not the first time that variants of Spider-Man and Venom have faced off against each other, had some type of interaction. So with that hive knowledge, that 200 billion light years of hive knowledge, y'all really think that Venom in the Sonyverse doesn't know about the encounter in Spider-Man 3? Now, which brings me to my other point. Hear me out. And I'm not saying that I know this. I'm not saying that I got inside information. Y'all know me, Live Life fam. It's like I said, it's your favorite play cousin. I'm just your regular dude that make YouTube videos. You feel me? But my opinion, I believe that might just be Venom behind that prison enclosure in the trailer for No Way Home. Everybody has been speculating. Leaks, spoiler alert for that movie. Again, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler alert for Spider-Man No Way Home. But the spoilers have been saying that shadowy figure in the prison, that's the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man 1, Andrew Garfield's movie. Now knowing what we know and seeing what we seen, we cannot say for sure that's the Lizard. With Venom being dragged into the MCU by whatever's happening, we still don't know this. It's a lot of speculation. We got people saying it's the stuff from WandaVision. We got people saying that it's Loki, the events of Loki, because we seen all the timelines and the universes branch off into each other. Some people are even saying it's the spell that Doctor Strange did. But as some of my fellow YouTubers have already pointed out, that scene from the post credits of Let There Be Carnage looks like it takes place literally a couple minutes after we seen it happen in Far From Home. So it hasn't been that long, which in turn would make you believe it can't be Doctor Strange, because Peter has not went to Doctor Strange yet to undo what Mysterio did in the last movie, that being everyone knowing his identity. Now, to me, that leaves two. Either the events of Loki and Kang the Conqueror, because if you remember, He Who Remains, he stated in the finale, I don't know what's going to happen after this point, because they've crossed the threshold. So he let that be known. But then we also get the glitch effect when he was, traveling through the universes and ended up in the MCU. We got the glitch effect that we usually got from WandaVision when she was, putting up her hex magic. So I believe it's either one of those two things. What if these three events, these three things, WandaVision, the events of Loki, and then Doctor Strange doing his spell, what if all three of those events are bringing different people to the MCU? But I don't know. Like I said, it's just a theory. It's just a theory. I'm just throwing things out there. One could argue, it gotta be Doctor Strange, because they're all Peter Parker related that we're seeing, that being all of his villains. We're just gonna have to wait and find out, but we know for sure it was one of those things. Venom, I'm leaning towards it was either WandaVision or Loki. Everybody else, I'm gonna say that's probably on Doctor Strange doing that spell. And that might even be Strange Supreme. It's just a lot of stuff that we do not know. But Venom being in the MCU, it changes everything. Because the moment he came in the MCU is the moment Spider-Man was labeled a bad guy, a villain. And we know what the Eddie Brock that we've been watching, we know what he lets Venom do. Take down, defeat, and bite the heads off of bad guys. Now, Venom may have that knowledge from Spider-Man 3, where, the roles was reversed a little bit. He might have been tripping. That variant of Venom might have been tripping. But, he gets to right that wrong because he has been dragged into a universe where Spider-Man is the villain to the public eye. So what other way for the Venom that we've been watching, because he's pretty much an anti-hero, they didn't turn him into a villain and Let There Be Carnage. So what other way would that Venom fight our Spider-Man? There will really be no other way. Here's the hope, though. Here's to hope that we seen Venom lick the screen at the end of the post-credit scene. What if Live Life Fam, that's Venom in No Way Home, and somewhere in that movie, because we don't know what's gonna happen. Let's be honest, we can all speculate, guess. Kevin Feige, old Sniper Feige, that boy is cold when it comes to putting these things together. But what if throughout that movie, somewhere in that movie, Venom decides, we seen him jump from host to host and Let There Be Carnage. But what if he decides to try out Peter Parker? Right? Peter Parker don't like the influence. That's not him. He don't want nothing talking in his head. And he sheds the symbiote. And the symbiote goes back to Eddie Brock and gets the iconic white spider. Oh, Live Life Fam. It gets crazy in these parts. But what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to comment below. Let your boy know who y'all really think it is behind that prison door in the trailer of No Way Home. I'm starting to lean more towards Venom. We just put him at the end of Far From Home. And we know that No Way Home takes place right after the identity reveal. So Venom's right there. It just makes sense. I'm leaning more towards Venom, but I want y'all to comment below. Let me know who y'all think it is that Doctor Strange has enclosed in that prison wall. Comment below. Let me know your Sinister Six lineup. Who y'all would like to be that sixth member of the Sinister Six. I'm leaning towards Venom. I think it's Venom. I looked at it in 4K, the trailer in 4K. I didn't see a tail that everybody was talking about that so-called confirmed that it was the Lizard. But the leaks are saying the Lizard. But I'm gonna go towards Venom, y'all. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all for rocking with me watching this video. If y'all haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Help me get in the algorithm. Cash App somewhere in the video. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. Live life.